Today we're taking a look at the MLB matches, which are happening on Friday, August 27, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. St. Louis Cardinals vs Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates have found themselves in a position in which their season is over. They are at the bottom of the league and are now looking at changes they can make for next season. The team is scoring 3.6 runs per game this season and allowing 5 runs per game. They are at the bottom of the league in those categories and are looking to experiment both offensively and defensively. Starting this game on the mound is one of those projects in Dylan Peters. My betting advice for that game is to pick under. Tampa Bay Rays vs Baltimore Orioles. The Rays come into this series playing rock-solid baseball. They are winners of 7 of their last 8 and have been swinging a hot bat with the addition of Nelson Cruz at the deadline. The Yankees are making a strong push for first place in the AL East, but the Rays still hold a 4-game lead with about a month left to play. It will certainly be an exciting finish in the best division in baseball. Cedric Mullins has cooled off after a great display of hitting. The 26-year-old center fielder is in the 2020th club of 20 HRs and 20 steals and has 22 dingers, accompanied by 45 RBIs and an .895 OPS. Mullins has 3 homers and 5 RBIs in 54 at-bats against the Rays this season. My betting advice for that game is to pick over. Arizona Diamondbacks vs Philadelphia Phillies. The Diamondbacks have only won 16 games on the road, and even though they lost in the opener, the Phillies have typically played well at home this season. Another reason for their success was the pitching efficiency and strong defensive showings. The Phillies dropped under .500 to 63-64 after losing to the Diamondbacks on Thursday 8-7. It was their 3rd straight loss and they are now 5.5 games behind the Braves. Matt Moore took the loss, giving up 4 runs on 7 hits in 4 innings. He falls to 2-5. Gene Segura, Bryce Harper and Didi Gregorius each had 2 hits for the Phillies. Segura hit a home run. The Diamondbacks pitching rotation has the 2nd worst ERA, 5.22, in the league, but they still managed to hold the Phillies to only 2 runs in each of the 3 games. Another effort like that would put them on the path to victory once more on Friday. My betting advice for that game is to pick under. Cincinnati Reds vs Miami Marlins. The Reds pitching staff has been somewhat average this season. They are around the middle of the league in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, and batting average against. Striking out batters has not been an issue as they are top 5 in that department. Walks have been a major issue for the Reds. They have walked the most batters in the MLB. The Miami Marlins are last in the National League East with a 52-75 record and snapped an 8-game losing streak on Wednesday with a 4-3 extra innings win against the Washington Nationals. Jorge Alfaro went 2 for 5 with 2 RBI, and Brian Anderson went 1 for 2 with 3 walks and his 7th home run of the season in the win. Jesus Aguilar drove in the other run in the win for the Marlins and leads the team with 110 hits, 22 home runs, and 89 RBI. Cincinnati has been excellent on offense this season. They are top 5 in the league in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, batting average, OBP, and OPS. Jesse Winker, Nick Castellanos, and Joey Votto are having terrific seasons. Votto has been on a tear since the All-Star break. My betting advice for that game is to pick under. Washington Nationals vs New York Mets. New York will hand the ball to veteran left-hander Rich Hill for his 6th start with the Mets on Friday night. Hill has struggled since being traded, going 0-1 with a 5.06 ERA in 6 games, 5 starts, with New York, but he has shown that he still has plenty left in the tank. Alonso leads the team in batting average, .262, HR, 29, and RBI, 75, is riding an 11-game hitting streak, and has 3 HR and 6 RBI over his last 6 games. He is the only player for the club with more than 14 HR 53 RBI. My betting advice for that game is to pick under. Quick reminder, you can get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on our partner sportsbook BetUS after you open an account using our link down below and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES when making your deposit. Boston Red Sox vs Cleveland Indians. The Red Sox are playing well at the moment and they've won 2 of their last 3 games. They are currently in the second wildcard spot in the AL with a 1.5 game lead over Oakland. Cleveland has been playing its best baseball of the season, but it might be too late. The Indians have not lost consecutive games since August 12. They swept the Angels over the weekend and then won 2 out of 3 against Texas. Chicago has been dominant in the AL Central, so Cleveland is 9.5 games back despite being in second place. The Indians are also 8 games back of Boston for the second AL wild card spot. Their offense ranks number 24 in the MLB, with a team batting average of .235. The Red Sox will try to increase their lead with a win over the Indians, which will give them their 3rd win in their last 4 games. The Indians played well over the past week, and they've won 4 of their last 5 games. Shortstop Aim Rosario leads the way with 127 hits and a .287 average. Third baseman Jose Ramirez is second in hits, 108, and is leading the team in slugging with 29 home runs. He has driven in a team-best 79 runs. They will be facing a Boston pitching staff that is number 15 with a team ERA of 4.31. Cleveland currently has 4 starting pitchers on the injured list, including ace Shane Bieber. The Indians have not announced a starter for this game, so it could be a mix of bullpen arms. The Indians will try to keep the momentum going with a win over the Red Sox, which will give them their 5th win in their last 6 games. My betting advice for that game is to pick over. Toronto Blue Jays vs Detroit Tigers. Matt Manning pitched 4 2/3 innings and allowed 2 runs Thursday in his start against the Angels. Manning walked 4 and gave up 5 hits, so he's fortunate the damage wasn't worse. It's the first time he's had major issues with walks since arriving in the majors. He had walked as many as 3 just once in his previous 10 starts, and he had gone back-to-back outings without any walks coming into this one. He still looks strong but carries a bloated 5.91 ERA and 1.56 WHIP over 12 starts into this tilt with the Jays. Left-hander Steven Matz is scheduled to toe the rubber in the series opener at Comerica Park for Toronto on Friday night. Matz's lone career start versus the Tigers came last time out when he spun 6 innings of 1-run ball in a no decision against them last week. The 30-year-old has enjoyed a strong bounce-back season in his first season with the Blue Jays, going 10-7 with a 3.94 ERA in 22 starts. While it hasn't always been pretty, Matz has pitched his way to a 1.25 ERA in 4 starts this month, allowing just 3 combined earned runs in 21 T-frames. My betting advice for that game is to pick over. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.